This is the incredible story of a woman whose faith remained strong. Even through heartbreaking loss, her story reminds us that with God, even what seems impossible can become possible. Let's journey back to ancient Israel. In a town called Shunem lived a wealthy woman and her husband. Whenever the prophet Elisha traveled through the area, she noticed him passing by. She believed he was a man of God. Instead of simply greeting him, she invited him into her home for a meal. Soon, every time Elisha visited the town, he stayed with them. The woman spoke to her husband. "Let's build a small room on the roof for him. We can place a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp there so he will always have a place to rest." They gladly prepared the room. Elisha was deeply touched by their kindness. Wanting to repay her generosity, Elisha asked what he could do for her. She expected nothing in return. But Elisha learned that although she had everything she needed, she had never been able to have a child. Through God's power, Elisha made an amazing promise. "By this time next year, you will hold a son in your arms." The woman could hardly believe it. Yet exactly as God had spoken, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Their home was filled with joy and laughter. It seemed their happiest days had finally arrived. Years later, the boy went out to help his father in the fields. Suddenly he cried, "My head! My head!" Servants carried him back to his mother. She held him in her arms from morning until noon. Then the child stopped breathing. Her heart broke. Instead of giving in to despair, she carried him to the room that had been built for Elisha. She laid her son on the prophet's bed, closed the door, and immediately set out to find Elisha. She refused to lose hope. When Elisha saw her coming, he knew something was wrong. She fell before him and told him everything. Without delay, Elisha hurried back to her house. He entered the room where the child lay motionless. Closing the door, he prayed earnestly to the Lord. Then, through God's miraculous power, life returned to the boy. The child sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. Elisha called the mother inside. There stood her son, alive once again. Overwhelmed with gratitude, she fell to the ground, thanking God before embracing her precious child. This remarkable story teaches us that kindness is never forgotten by God. Even in our darkest moments, faith can carry us forward. The Shunammite woman never stopped trusting the Lord, and God turned her deepest sorrow into overwhelming joy. No situation is beyond God's power. If this story encouraged you, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today.